I had the sound turned down because of Suzette.
See, that's what I was doing.
You're not on your job.
No, not today.
Shelley,
Not
see,
today.
ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. Even though some traders people have a foreign country's flag pasted across their chest. Is that a flag? What is that?
It's like a British flag.
No, that's what I thought. Well, I wasn't really looking. Anyway.
You know what? Whatever you
It's
guys had
Conspiracy
this morning,
Wednesday.
stop taking it.
All right. Now, we got some stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
Conspiracy Wednesday. Because there's some stuff out there, the conspiracy people, they take it, okay. Besides the warnings that are going on, we have a very tense environment. Besides the presidential election that's coming up, which everybody kind of feels is sort of bullshit, as the Republican candidates all self-destruct between a Mitt and a Newt, there seems to be no one to challenge the president. Also going on around the world, tensions are building as continued word keeps going out about the U.S. or Israel potentially attacking Iran as they attempt to build, as people say, a nuclear device. In the face of all that, we have the recent Super Bowl in which MIA gave, as people have said, the finger. Now, here's the funny thing, you guys. I don't know if you guys saw it during the Super Bowl halftime while performing with Madonna. Artist MIA gave the finger. Now, here's the thing. Everybody doesn't agree who she was giving the finger to. See, this is where it gets kind of interesting because when people do that, I never feel like they're giving me the finger.
Me either.
See, I'm like, hey, I didn't do shit. That's right. I didn't either. It had nothing to do with me.
No.
Just like when people say, "Oh, you bitches," I look around. I don't,
Right, like, oh.
I don't know. Hey, me, must not you be.
Yeah.
But Russia Television said that she was giving America the finger.
Where is she from?
That's what see, there you go. Thank you, girlfriend. Well, because that's one of the things. People don't realize that MIA, who was born and named Mathangi Arul Pragasam. She's from Sri Lanka. The people don't realize this woman has been political for a long, long time and a very, very conscious kind of way. And so maybe people were talking about that finger she gave, whether it was just to people who think football is all that important, or whether it's not to America. Now, let me just preface that. Many of my leftist radical friends love sports. I like sports. And there always is a debate of whether sports is a distraction for the populace away from things that are more important, which may be good or bad.
Right.
But I say that because some of the most ardent critics I know, like Hamza Muhammad, one of my good buddies from college, came up playing sports, basketball player.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but maybe, the whole thing with the fascination with the Super Bowl makes many political people want to say, hey, all you stupid people who care about this stupid freaking game, 50,000 people going to die in the Congo this month.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
So let me tell you a little bit about her because that's one of the things. First of all, like I said, she's been doing this for a while. Born in South London, even though her family's from Sri Lanka, she was born in South London. She's jokingly called herself a terrorist. She's been investigated by the United States Department of Homeland Security. Okay? All right, so let me tell you a little bit more about her. Her Paper Planes, she had a song, Paper Planes, a 2000 hit, was written about the performers' grievances with the United States travel policy. She has been flagged while traveling. She attacked the U.S. for denying her visa. Let me quote her. Quote, I was having a stupid visa problem and I didn't know what it was, aside from them thinking that I might fly a plane into the Trade Center, which is the only reason why they would put me on this. End of quote. Here's another quote. People don't really feel like immigrants or refugees contribute to culture in any way, that they're just leeches that suck from whatever. In the song, I say, all I want to do is boom, 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 the sound of guns, and take your money. I did it with sound effects. It's up to you how you want to interpret it. America is so obsessed with money, I'm sure they'll get it. So she's been in a bunch of things. Let me give you an example. She's really been upset about the lack of attention to the civil war in Sri Lanka. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the other activities going on in the Congo and Sudan.
Right.
Remember, this Conspiracy Wednesday, so you can see why people are saying these kinds of things. Here's another quote from her. I wasn't trying to be like Bono. He's not from Africa. I'm from there. I'm tired of pop stars who say give peace a chance. I'd rather say give war a chance. One more quote. The whole point of going to the Grammys was to say, hey, 50,000 people are going to die next month, and here's your opportunity to help. And no one did. So let me bring you out again. So a lot of artists, now let me bring this to you why I think it's relevant, though, because we don't hear about it. Remember, part of the whole thing we talk about in Conspiracy Wednesday is about how the media is so complicit in keeping things from you. For example, you've heard so much about the recent attacks in Syria. It's all on the news.
Definitely.
Okay, a lot of deaths there, right?
Right.
Less than 3,000 deaths. You've heard of, remember the recent conflict in Libya?
Yeah.
Less than 5,000 deaths. Okay? Well, in the last 25 years, Congo and Sudan have had 7.8 million war-related deaths. Okay? They've had ongoing use of rape as a war weapon.
Right.
Recruitment of child soldiers. Okay? So these are actually true. Many times they talk about 10 to 20,000 deaths a month coming out of these areas, but yet you see nothing. And the question has been, it continues to be, why is it that deaths in Africa, so many deaths? Remember, we're talking about you're talking about the news you see right now. I told you, Libya.
Yep.
You have all these countries with all the stuff you're hearing about. Death range is less 3,000. Still, is terrible.
Right.
Here you have 7.8 million
Right.
civilian deaths, and you hear absolutely nothing. Ongoing civil war in the Sudan, okay, right now, where you've heard about people, racial cleansing, Darfur,
Right.
we talked about,
we did that.
we
Did
covered
the channel.
Darfur,
Yeah, we
part
did.
of the Sudan. People don't even know these names, but I bring it up because are we complicit by our lack of attention? By the way, the U.S. just recently committed $100 million to the efforts to. Now, I've also told you here that we have a bunch of fighter planes that cost 3 times that. So we've contributed less than 1/3 of a fighter plane.
So the
to
message.
these things.
So her message is to the government of the U.S., not to its people, because before you do that, and look, I understand the message.
Well, that's why I think it is with MIA. We look at it differently, at least what she's saying.
I'm only saying.
See, this is
one
what people are saying. She gives the finger at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
What was her message? Who was it to? Like Victor says, it was it to the establishment?
My question is this, and I always say this: when you're young and you're energetic, I know the cause and everything, and it's always existed. The question becomes: sometimes you can get your message across, and maybe they don't think it's enough because there are many organizations and many people who go over there to do what they think is right to help people.
Right.
Problem is that from a private, public perspective, is she talking to the government? And I think you need to recognize those who are trying as well. But when you're that age and that young, the outlet you're taking the opportunity to, you have to turn around and say, is this any different than the Olympics when Tommy Smith went like this? So you have to stop and think about it.
That's my point. In other words, so maybe it wasn't just a flipping of acting. You know, many of us took it as just showing off. Kind of. Just, I just feel like, insulting the whole world. But maybe there are a lot of other reasons for it, and especially, I didn't know these things about her.
Right.
Yeah,
I knew
didn't
some
realize
things.
she was so political.
That's what I'm saying. Now, and it puts a whole different light on everything that occurred, and hence here we are on Conspiracy Wednesday. We love to bring up things that we don't naturally think about. And this one was lighter in the sense it dealt with pop culture. But once again, it shows you how someone making a statement gets to be interpreted by this mass media. And really, she does a disservice by not dealing with it herself, right?
Yes.
Because she can make that mean something.
Yes.
If she comes out and tells people what
Yes.
it means.
Right.
But if you leave it to the mass media to interpret it for
Has
you,
she said anything about it?
No,
Right?
no.
not as
Yeah.
far as we know.
No, and you know it's very hard and it's very difficult because you don't think when they decided to have which artist on stage, they already had somewhat of a soft background of what she stands for.
Because she's
So the
known.
question- the
right,
question,
this is all known about
the
her.
whole
She's been
part is-
investigated. She's on a
well,
list.
see, this is my whole thing. And let me just say this: would it be the same story if she didn't give the finger, and then they said, "Let's give you a profile of MIA," and remove the finger and say, "Well, you feel the same impact of what she's represented in the past." So, what's more important here, the gesture and the audacity to do what she did, or is it the same weight if she said, "You know, the MIA was on the stage. This is what we learned about it." Would it have the same headline and buzz?
You know what, you guys, and I love sports, Vic. I'm with you, and I love sports. Okay.
Yeah.
But there is always a part of me who recognizes that things like that are used to distract us.
Yes.
So that we can be all concerned about the teams while
Right.
the world goes to shit
Right.
around us, and we can focus on entertainment. And even though I love it, I still recognize how that is so used. And there's a part of me that kind of wants to say, this ain't important like that. I like watching the Super Bowl too. But there's always a part of me that goes, you know what? It's a trip to switch the news from death and dying and starvation. And they even give you the news. And so 40,000 died today. Coming up next, Taco Bell's having breakfast.
It's true. It's
You know, and it really is, it's always amazing to me how we can take so much tragedy in stride and then go back to our lives. So if she did do it to shock us and say none of this means really is that important, then I'm with her. I'm really with her.
Yeah, that's her choice.
The staying power is the question. Then you say, you know, how long is it going to stay? And when you look at what's buzzing, that's why I said, what was buzzing more? Madonna halftime MIA or MIA halftime with Madonna?
Well, initially I
Yeah.
thought Madonna, but
Right.
slowly with time, as you see.
Right.
This is the building story. You know, because I watched it and I just thought she was doing hand, you know, and doing
Yeah.
all this. I didn't really see the finger.
I didn't see it either.
Right, and all that. I just thought the
Right.
hand, all the hand. So I might give y'all, watch out. Suzette might be doing some stuff with her hair, sneaking the finger on y'all
Right.
And let me
during the show.
Somebody on this show not too long ago gave a finger, and actually, because it didn't have no weight, there was no message behind it. So, is the gesture, because you know you played around with Mario. When we reported the other day, you did. You went, okay, the finger. I said, but it don't have any weight because your philosophical whatever is not weighted behind it.
Well, exactly. It's how you do it, right?
That's right.
It's the context in which you say things
Thank you.
that make it either serious or funny.
Yeah.
And that includes curse words and all that stuff.
PMC, you're not going to get any fans sitting up here saying that about Madonna. Shame on you.
What did
Madonna
you say?
did not suck.
I mean, what
even
did you
though
guys think of that?
She probably has at times, and I'm sure she's very
What
good
did
at
you guys
it.
think of Madonna?
Well, you're-
I liked her.
See?
You loved it?
No, I didn't love it. I liked it. In other words, I've seen Madonna live a couple of times. I don't really like her concerts a lot because I'm not
Really?
big. Well, I'm not a big fan of a lot of her material over the years. It's more pop. You know, I don't have a bunch of Madonna albums. I have a few.
No, I don't see a Madonna.
I don't. Yeah, it's not.
She's
I mean,
not
but
even
I'm
on
not
the wall.
criticizing.
It's down here.
She's
Oh,
pop.
really?
Only because
Right.
she was more pop. Okay, I'm just saying I was not my. But I appreciate her work ethic and the way she approaches doing things, and
Yeah.
and it's more like a big stage Vegas show, similar to what Janet does now. Okay, these
Right.
big spectacle shows and all that. So. On that level, I liked it because it was consistent with her past performances. She is 53. She's almost my age, and I think it was ambitious to do a lot of the moves she did, but I thought for the most part she pulled it off. And it wasn't perfect. She's 53. Depends what people want out of it. Even though I keep saying, why isn't the Super Bowl the hot young act? You know what I'm saying?
I
Why
have to
isn't it?
say
And I'm an older cat. I'm not saying I love some legacy, but the Who was a ridiculous choice.
I didn't know why she was. I'm sorry.
I'm with you.
I didn't know why she was selected.
That's what I'm saying. Why
I-
select Madonna?
I'll say the same reason they picked the Who. preventive maintenance.
I don't even know who the Who is.
Yeah, see, the part I think they're doing is that they're going away from what's real popular because of the shock value MIA. Because they're going, okay, we can curtail this. So I sit there and say, the young artists have ways of getting at you. You guys will never get ahead of them. So,
I just didn't know why she was selected to have that.
Yeah, how do they even? I agree.
Oh, it's easy. It's easy when you think about it. Think about it.
It's also easy to think what they should do.
See,
how about, like we said, even you were the one too. Think it was your. Why not the top hitting acts musically or performance that's hot? Regardless of age, just the hottest ones, and take whoever's the hottest. Right. Why aren't they the ones performing?
I think she's a legend in her own genre. I'm not taking anything away from her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I just didn't see, because to me, Super Bowl, that's just like an American tradition. Super Bowl is going to happen unless, you know what I mean? We just all, and so I don't really associate her with. I guess she is definitely part of pop culture, but
yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, totally. That's what we were saying. That's what all of us were saying.
She was just performing for 5 minutes. I'm like, how long is she?
It was a super spectacle like her show. See, that's what I thought. Okay.
Does she have an album coming out?
Well, what? No. Well, yes, she does. She has a.
And she has a big contract she signed a year or two ago.
AIG with the 360, like a big old tour.
$100 million thing, yeah.
So she's like Mike. She had one of the big Michael contracts things.
So that's great and all, but I mean, just enjoy your life, and you did it.
So
and there's other people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you did it. You had your day. You're not.
Yeah. Okay, but it's now, but once we're beyond the selection, which we all disagree why she was chosen, how did you rate the show? Her performance, just impartially,
like,
whether
was like, this was the best halftime show ever, and I'm like, were we watching the same thing?
Well, see, it wasn't the best halftime.
No, not
one time. I reminded people that Vic and I were talking about it. We've seen a bunch. Prince played it one and rocked it.
He rocked it. Yes, he did.
See, they did have times when they showed at the time he was at peaking. See, that's what we said in the past when we were younger. We wanted to see the hot act of the time.
Kyle did it.
Yes.
And I
got one for you.
Yeah.
That's been overshadowed. Let's just take away the moment of the Janet Jackson flip.
Right.
How was the entertainment thing with him and with her?
It's kind of boring to me.
Now, see, that's what I'm saying.
Boring to me.
What's memorable?
See,
which one do you remember?
I remember Prince, sort of. And people in the chat room, other folks are commenting. PMC said it was Prince in the Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was around the Purple Rain time or something.
A little after. It's a little after his
time.
I
can only imagine. I mean, I love Prince.
Oh, it was hot. See, but so they should get the hot act. All right.
I remember when Destiny's Child did it.
Yes,
see?
I do
and
too.
They were hot.
See?
At that. You know, I even wouldn't. Has the Rolling Stone? Have they ever done it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done it a couple times.
Yes, they have.
I mean, I've been to one of their concerts. They do an amazing.
They still rocked it, but still, that's now. See, after that, you're getting to pushing it. You're pushing it now.
Right.
You pushed it. You need to come back. Come back.
Tony Bennett, let's bring him.
I could have dealt with Nicki Minaj. I could have dealt with Nicki Minaj giving a halftime.
Barry Manilow next year.
There we go.
I mean, come on. Like,
Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Wayne.
I take my hat off to Madonna. She had an amazing career, but okay.
Adele.
Like things. I would have.
How about Adele?
Yes.
How about Adele?
I agree.
Her voice.
Lil Wayne.
Like,
I know.
I did.
Nicki Minaj.
The favorite part of it was when CeeLo came out because I love his voice.
Yeah, he has a unique voice.
He does have
gives me the chills, and that's when I perked up. I was like, "Oh my God, CeeLo is there!" But the whole
we want you to be
thing,
perked.
We were eating wings. I wasn't even watching.
You were eating what?
Wings.
Oh,
I thought you liked CeeLo because
so
of
you
the glitter.
You went to a party then?
I love his voice. Yeah, I was at the House of Blues over on Sunset.
Oh, is that where you went?
Yeah.
She was supposed to give us an update of what she did on her
They had
Super
wings.
Bowl day. You know what?
Because you know what? One thing about a House of Blues, they got more people with headsets that don't know shit that's going on. I was always say when I go to House of Blues, everybody got headsets and walkie-talkies, but no one knows shit.
You know how they have the tip of the wing? I'm like, why y'all got the tips of the wings over here? What's this?
Oh, see? You should do that with your phone.
The tip of the wing over here. And there were like several tips. Not even attached to the other. I'm like, why did you guys bring
Maybe that's what they call wingtips.
Yeah, hey, you know what?
All right, come on. We got to finish. I got to fish. We'll finish up.
Oh, but shout out to the homegirl who works there. She was funny.
Can she get us some free?
There you go.
Free. They have wonderful camera system there. We've been backstage there with the Watch Prophets.
Yeah.
By the way, we might be having them on the show. Anyway, let's go on.
I was actually on the stage.
I'm
at
actually
House
throwing
of
this
Blues.
one
Don't
out.
ask me
really?
why. Yeah. I
what
was
were
on
you
stage.
doing?
I was dancing for
He sure was.
Yeah, I was actually.
They had a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Kelly Swag District was there. Bobby Brackens.
Oh yeah.
What's that dude's name? Baby Bash.
Baby
Yeah,
Bash.
I
He
know.
was there. Big Boy was there. I
Big
didn't
Boy.
even recognize
Okay, can
him.
I
didn't-
finish up my conspiracies?
She is a walking conspiracy.
All
man.
of y'all. Now we gonna go early to sports. I'm telling you, we going fast. See, we're fast. Okay, we're gonna throw out this story. I'm just gonna tempt you guys.
What's
Bunch of
that?
reports. A second. That's next.
I love it.
She likes these stories. Okay, look at this.
That's scary.
Take a
I'm
look.
like,
No,
what's
it's not.
that,
It's not so
some
bad.
KKK?
The government, people are talking about the government unemployment figures and how they're being manipulated.
Really?
The reports to actually give you more favorable impressions as we go into the election season. That's another one of the conspiracies. Is it being done specifically to make you happier with the president? For example,
They're making numbers up. What's
well,
it?
it's how you report. See, remember, they last week they released figures that said the unemployment rate had dropped to 8.3%. And people also said, though, however, that it really comes because 3 million jobless people are unaccounted for, and another 5.5 million people or something just not even bothering to go in and check in anymore. They're giving up. So that's why it's really an issue. Actually, what they're saying is that now the Labor Department says, on the other hand, that almost 6 million would-be workers have been without jobs for 27 weeks or longer.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that almost 50% of the total of unemployed people have been unemployed for that long.
Hey, then I should.
Wow.
Why don't I just go and report that like Toyota just had a $1 billion profit on their yearly. And I'm just saying, I said, so how bad? So remember, is it the economy of them or the economy
Some people
of
are
us?
buying up all the shit during the economy.
Right. See, so
That's true. If you have money, it's been great.
That's right. It's a buyer's market. You can buy real estate.
are you trying
Everything.
Are you trying to get to that destination where you say, the market's up when things are down?
I'm just saying, if I stay without a woman, I can maybe save up some money.
See, so is that a conspiracy?
Because you've got $1,500 frogs sitting in the yard.
Do you really believe that frogs was $1,500?
Clearly, the economy is affecting
Those are not. Do you believe everything he tells you?
I am a trustworthy
You
man.
believe everything he tells you?
I'm a
Now
trustworthy
you said I
man.
don't believe it.
I don't mind being known for having $1,500 frogs. Whatever
Yes, Dr.
whatever it
Hensley.
takes. Whatever it takes. I actually like what they call me African Prince.
Oh man.
Or Old Gifted One. Did you try that one? Old Gifted One?
Old gifted one.
Old Gifted One. You can't. It's like, oh, Gifted One. Oh, Gifted One. Say it like that.
Old gifted one.
Thank you. I like that. See, that sounds good. Yes, Suzette.
Hell.
All right. Here's one of the last stories. I got three more, real quick. There's a new study that says racists and conservatives are done. That's
Yeah,
right.
you think?
Researchers from Ontario, Canada, Brock University, have been looking over some test results that said that both right-wing thinkers and racists alike are kind of dumb. It comes after spotting a correlation between children with low IQs and their ideologies later in life. And so what they found was that those with limited intelligence
Right.
at a younger age are more likely to exhibit racist tendencies and exhibit more conservative political thinking as
I have a
adults.
question.
So dumb
Are they
children
still
grow up to
doing
be. That's a rate.
Is this what it's still really about?
The
In
Klan.
2012, are they still
They got the
doing
Klan.
Yeah.
this? The
Yeah.
white?
Yeah. Where you want me to send you on a trip?
No.
There's parts of California that are
They're
very.
still living like
Remember,
this? Yes.
it was up
Yes.
in Northern California where they hunted those two brothers. Remember?
Right. That's right.
Every time I see that,
They
I
were
think
hunting them.
Dave
They were just
Chappelle
like in the
show.
movie.
Right.
They were hunting them through the.
You know what, Suzette was more the name?
We keep shocking her with this conspiracy.
Well, I mean, it just seems like y'all still doing that. Y'all still wearing the white robes like that. I mean, come
And
on.
we don't like short people.
I
they
mean,
got-
every time I
they
see
got
that,
little
I think
tiny
of
legs.
White power. On Dave Chappelle, when he remember. He
No
didn't know
short
he was
people.
black.
They do, Suzette.
So are you saying, Mario, that the people who are less intelligent don't know it?
That too.
That's usually the case.
They do have prejudice against short people, though. Tiny little feet, stand so low, you got to pick them up just to say hello. They got nasty little noses and nasty little teeth. They wear platform shoes on their dirty little feet.
What you talking about?
Short people. That's the song Short People. You ever heard the song Short People?
No, are you making this up?
Man, I am old, huh?
Yes, you are, dude.
I'm going to have to play the song Short People.
You know what?
We have to play Short People for
reference.
her. Short People. All right, two more things. FBI is releasing reports that these so-called sovereign citizens, have you guys heard of sovereign citizens? Those are the people who are saying they're strict interpreters of the Constitution, and they don't want to pay taxes. Wesley Snipes is part of that. Yeah. Most of them end up in jail.
Yeah, isn't he in jail?
Well, now the FBI is saying that more of these people are becoming violent.
Wow.
And so remember, the FBI has said, what is the most consistent threat in America?
Yep.
Domestic terrorism. Not terrorism. They're scared of the militias.
Yes.
Okay? Those are remember Oklahoma?
Yeah.
City bombing?
Yeah.
Okay, now. Yeah. So they're now saying the sovereign citizens group are to be watched. Now, in our last report, you guys, for the conspiracy folks who really like the science stuff, as it turns out, you guys, they found a subterranean lake. Well, they actually had found it, but they've been trying to get to it. It's a subterranean lake in Antarctica, which is supposed to be 20 million run. It's a lake underneath the ice.
Right.
Okay.
Alien life.
No, check this out.
You've been getting this from the Globe.
This is from
the grocery store. When they had
that's a good one. You know what? Wait a minute.
That tree discovered.
Mario.
Where did you get this from?
Mario,
you know what? She's going to indict my sources.
Wait a minute.
Show me.
Mario.
Alien life.
I'm about to show you.
Suzette quoted the Globe.
She said, Loch Ness Monster.
Where are you getting this from?
No, what the truth is.
It's a conspiracy. I'm sorry. That's a good one. I just love that she quoted the Globe.
I mean, because you know when you're at the grocery store, when I was a kid, I would be believing it. Like, look, Daddy, oh my God, look, this dude, he's half tree.
God, you know what?
Suzette, I promise I'll never lie to you.
You had heard that one before.
I'll never lie.
There it is.
Well, let me explain while you watch what's going on. As it turns out, the whole alien thing, people don't know. It has to do with there's this lake in Antarctica that they've known about. That the whole question is that it may have been isolated from the other parts of the world for over 20 million years. It's taken 30 years to drill through 3,700 meters of thick ice, okay, to get to this lake. It's a lake that's supposed to be 20 million years old. Now, here the thing is about it, they're starting to find samples.
And where is this?
And the question is, what do these samples of life represent, especially in a lake that's been isolated for over 20 million years? Now, here's what's so fun, you guys. They say that there's no place on Earth that really is similar to this lake. They say the quantity of oxygen exceeds that on other parts of our planet by 10 to 20 times.
That means healthy.
And they say the only place that they know has similar conditions is Europa, the mysterious satellite of Jupiter. So now here's the issue. If you drill into a lake underneath the ice,
30 years,
that's been separated from the rest of the world for 20 million years, some people are saying, but I just saw the thing. I just went to the movie and saw the thing.
I'm like, is that what you're talking about?
Are y'all sure y'all want to dig out this?
That's why I said,
well,
where'd you get this
I tell you, that's what. But no, it's a known. The whole thing is people are debating the value of the lake. Excuse me, Suzette. In other words, they know the lake is there. Other people have talked about trying to get to the lake.
Right.
And all the controversy was over first the drilling methods, whether or not you use things that were contaminants.
I got you.
Then it went to the danger of recovering this stuff. Right. Now, here's what's so bad. This is what they said. Everything but the samples themselves will be carefully decontaminated using radiation. There is no need to worry. This is according to Valery Lukin, head of the Antarctic expedition. Now, are you comfortable with that? I'm just saying. This is real news. So some people are saying, first, the environmental issues. People have known about this lake. Again, it's below the ice in the Antarctic. So some people are saying, should we be more careful? I just showed you them drilling out the ice cores.
Right.
Remember, it has 10 to 20 times the oxygen you find in the other parts of the world in this lake bed. Now, do you guys think the fact that they're going to decontaminate it using radiation is going to give us giant-ass bugs flying through?
You're wrong.
Did we do the radiation thing before? We had ants. We had giant ants. We had the giant grasshoppers. We had the giant crab.
Are you making this up?
Yeah, that was the movies. That part I'm making up.
Okay.
You remember, in other words, when we were coming up, all the horror movies involved radiation.
Yeah, they did.
Every horror movie that was on, like, the radiation caused the creature to grow. Even the superheroes, Hulk, Spider-Man, bit by a radioactive spider. Everything was radiation when we were kids.
Okay.
Everything that happened, radioactive people, giant people. Now, what do you guys think about the fact, does it make you comfortable that they intend to radiate?
And what's this Hitler's solace?
Oh, part of the issue with this mysterious outpost out in Antarctica was that this lake it was also the source of other conspiracies that the Nazis supposedly had a hidden facility also up there somewhere that was supposed to be an escape place for Hitler. That was never found.
Okay.
But that they intimated that they had a escape place built.
Okay.
And people have always looked for that place up there. Remember, this is Conspiracy Wednesday.
Wait, I just want to find out.
Conspiracy Wednesday.
No, I just started laughing.
She said, you doubter.
Because Vic does what I do.
Suzette's a doubter.
Vic's like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute.
Somebody just said, it's like, wrap it up.
No, wait a minute. Suzette, this is the killer. We can sit here all day and talk about other things, and you'll be shocked at how many people actually will come to the rescue of the potential of the environment being devastated.
That's right.
So I'm only thinking this way, Suzette. Honestly, I actually say life is about discovery. I want them to keep digging, and then a dinosaur pop up.
See, you guys, they laugh at my news. Okay, I just told you they got a lake underneath the Antarctic, 20 million years old that they're gonna decontaminate.
That's what this is from.
I'm just saying.
Remember that shit? What was it? The seahorses.
I'm just saying.
You got some seahorses too.
Ladies and gentlemen, despite the lack of attention by my co-hosts, this has been the good news, the bad news.
But this is it. Yeah.
I think that was some serious news.